Backpay of a $2,000 stimulus check? Wait, what is this? Yeah, exactly. That's what we're going to be focusing on in this video, so let's get into it right now. But if you haven't done so, or if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so you can join the #1 channel right here on YouTube dedicated to bringing you daily updates as it pertains to low income, no income, money, benefits, fixed income, stimulus checks, stimulus packages, and so much more that we're covering in these videos every single day, as there's a lot going on right now, a lot of changes, and a lot of different things that are being introduced and proposed, and anytime something comes out, I want to make sure that we're on it immediately so we can take advantage of all of these different programs, money, and benefits that may possibly arise. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button right down below if you haven't done so yet. Welcome to the community, and let's get right into the video. One quick side note, my wife Corey will be back here in just a couple minutes with the new updated list of shoutouts for those names that are pulled right out of the fan club, and that list is changing in every single video. If you're interested in checking that out, there's a link down below in the description. Otherwise, again, at the top of the comment section. All right, let's get right into this. So, what is this business about Backpay of a $2,000 stimulus check? Have you heard about this? Well, I know that a lot of you have heard about this because I've seen a lot of questions down below in the comments section here over the last few days asking, hey, I've heard about this Backpay of a $2,000 stimulus check. Can you look into this? What is going on here? So, as I mentioned in previous videos, anytime that I see questions coming up time and time again down in the comments section, it usually tends to lead to me to do some extra research on this, start investigating and figuring out what's actually going on here. Is this something that's actually happening? Did I possibly miss something? What is going on? So I've been seeing this come up here over the last few days, and I decided it's time to do some research on this and figure out where is this coming from, what is going on here, and is it possible that I maybe missed something? So I started doing some research on this, and I wanted to come back and let you know what I found. So for those of you that have been asking, here's your answer. And for those of you who maybe have not asked the question but have maybe come across this, I want to let you know what I found with this. So, as you know, I do a lot of research every single day. Sometimes I may miss something, but again, there's not a whole lot that slips on by. But it is possible that maybe sometimes I do miss something. However, I wanted to start doing research on this because realistically, Backpay of a $2,000 stimulus check would be absolutely incredible at this time. Here's what I found, so stick with me through this and I'll tell you exactly what I found. At this time, there is no evidence of a $2,000 stimulus check being approved. It has not been approved yet, right? We've been following this for a very long time now. If it would have been approved, we would have seen all kinds of media talking about it. We would have seen it everywhere, plastered all over the news. We would have seen it headlines. We would have seen it everywhere. So, at this time, a $2,000 stimulus check has not been approved yet. However, could it still be approved? Yeah, absolutely. It could be approved at any given time. As we know, there are multiple different stimulus packages that are currently on the table right now. It would just be a matter of slipping it into any package. It would not be that difficult for them to do. In fact, they could do it very, very easily. They could do that, no problem at all. So yeah, a $2,000 stimulus check could absolutely still be coming at some point, right? Well, we also do know that there's a lot of support for this as well, as we have those, over 80 members of people throughout Congress, lawmakers, who have actually advocated for a $2,000 stimulus check previously. And now we also had that petition that reached 3 million signatures calling on a $2,000 stimulus check. However, that's what I found in regards to a $2,000 stimulus check. However, what happened about the Backpay part of it? Yeah, sounds good, right? Well, that would also be pretty cool as well. Here's what else I found. Not sure where that's coming from. I've not seen any evidence of Backpay of a $2,000 stimulus check. I've looked up and down, I've looked left and right, I've looked inside and outside, I've turned it in, I've turned it out, I've looked everywhere possible. I have not seen any evidence of Backpay of a $2,000 stimulus check. Here's what it comes down to. If a $2,000 stimulus check is actually approved, it technically wouldn't be Backpay. It would just be like the first time it's being paid. However, there may just be one instance where some people could still be getting paid for a stimulus check, but it wouldn't necessarily be $2,000. It would be $1,400, and that would be for those people who did not receive a stimulus check in 2021 and who are now claiming it here in early 2022 on their tax returns. So again, that technically wouldn't be back pay, but rather it would be just getting paid in the first place for the money that you should have received, a year ago. Well, maybe not quite a year ago, but you should have received probably 8 months ago or so, right? So when I started looking into this, because I thought, you know what, we've got to investigate this a little bit closer here. I've seen this coming up so many different times here over the last few days. It's time to start looking into this. Well, sure enough, I didn't exactly miss anything, but rather it was just almost like a play on words or stretching of what is actually going on out there. So when it comes to back pay, it wouldn't be back pay, okay? If a stimulus check is actually approved in any of these given stimulus packages that are out there right now, or as a standalone bill, again, it wouldn't come through as back pay. It would be straight up first-time pay of that one in particular stimulus check that may be approved, right? However, in the event that somebody did not receive a stimulus check in 2021, the $1,400, then yes, they could be claiming it right now on their tax return. But again, it wouldn't really be back pay, right? So I wanted to look into this a little bit further because so many of you have been asking about it, and I thought, you know what, we've got to look into this just in case there's this weird event that maybe I missed something, which again, I didn't miss anything. I look into all this stuff very closely, but rather it's just, talking about a $2,000 stimulus check, and there's still support out there. I mean, even though right now, considering it looks like, Congress, they're not doing anything, which that's up for grabs too. Are they really doing anything? Who knows? Who would like to be a fly on the wall in any of the chambers? I'm not really sure that I would want to be. I'm pretty sure the life expectancy of a fly is about, a couple days. I don't think I'd want to waste any of my couple precious days stuck on the wall in Congress watching them sip coffee and who knows what else, right? I don't think I would want to do that. But my point is, I think a lot of us can probably agree that Congress is, who knows what they're doing, right? My point is, though, there are members of Congress that have previously been in very much support of a $2,000 stimulus check. We had that group of 21 senators that wrote the letter and sent it over to the president calling on a $2,000 stimulus check. We also had the group of 56 House representatives calling on a $2,000 stimulus check in the letter that was sent over to the president. We also have the 6 members of the House Ways and Means Committee that, yes, yet again, wrote a letter calling on the president for a stimulus checks and stabilizers to be added into the stimulus package. So we do know that. We also know that there's over 3 million people. In fact, the last time I looked, which was yesterday, there were 3,016,000 signatures on that petition calling on a monthly stimulus check of $2,000 and ongoing payments every single month, $2,000. So there's a lot of people out there who actually do support a $2,000 stimulus check. But again, what about the back pay part? Not really sure. Not really sure. So just being honest with you, this is what I found for you. Again, I've seen this down in the comments section multiple times. I wanted to do some research on this. When it comes to the back pay part, not sure where that's coming from. There wouldn't be such thing as back pay as far as all this goes, but rather it would just be straight up $2,000 pay when it comes to a stimulus check in the event that is actually added into the packages, or if it's actually a standalone bill, which would actually be pretty nice as well. I mean, honestly, that would be the best way to do it. Now, here's the thing. Let's just quickly digress for just a second here and talk about if there is a fourth stimulus check, is it going to be $2,000? It could be. I mean, let's just say this much. The last 2 stimulus checks that we received, technically, stimulus check number 2 was supposed to be $2,000. Remember that whole business that went down? Yeah, it was supposed to be $2,000, but it ended up being $600, and then shortly thereafter, they sent out the other $1,400 to make it whole at the $2,000 mark, right? So really, it was supposed to be $2,000. It should have been, but instead we got 2 payments split up in $600 and $1,400. So if there is another one, could it possibly be $2,000? Well, technically, I guess it could be, because it should have been, number 2 should have been that $2,000, but it ended up being split up. So maybe it is. But again, we don't know all those details until we get further details and information on number 1, the current landscape, number 2, the stimulus packages, and if Congress does decide to reallocate maybe some of that $500 billion that's still sitting there in the books that has not been spent yet, or maybe they just approve a new stimulus check in the amount of $1,400, $1,200, $1,000, $2,000. We don't really know quite yet. So anyway, For those of you that have been asking and wondering down below, I hope this answers your question for you. And for those of you who maybe have seen this or maybe who have been wondering about this and maybe you haven't asked the question, here's your answer as well. And for maybe those of you who have not come across this yet, well, hopefully this answers it for you as well. Please remember, I'm here to bring you all the information, good, bad, the ugly, whatever it happens to be. I'm here to bring you the honest, transparent information every single day, regardless of what's coming out. I want to make sure that you're staying tuned with the accurate information that is being released, even though sometimes it's good information, sometimes it's bad information, and sometimes it's just straight up ugly information. But no matter what, I want to make sure that you know what's going on around us, because at the end of the day, it's all going to impact us to some degree, and we need to know what's out there right now that we can take advantage of or that we need to duck and cover and hide from, right? Yeah, when was the last time you heard that, right? Probably in elementary school when you did the tornado drills. Remember that one? Duck and cover. Yeah, I remember that one very vividly. Scared us, right? It was just drills, but at the same time, it's like, it was so scary. Do you remember those days in elementary? I remember that. It was terrifying, even though it was still just a drill. I don't know. Those days I'll probably never forget. So scared for no reason, but the teachers made it sound like it was a, huge deal. I don't know. Anyway, that was something that traumatized me as a kid. Put it on the list of the other 50,000 items that traumatized me as a kid. Yeah, anyway, we can talk about that in a separate video. Anyway, with that being said, let's bring my wife in, Corey, so she can read the updated list of shoutouts in this video, and those names are pulled right out of the fan club. Again, if you're interested in checking that out, there's a link down below in the description. Otherwise, at the top of the comment section, there is a link there as well. But please remember, the fan club is completely optional. It is not required by any means at all, just for those people who maybe want a little bit more. So again, feel free to check out those links. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button right down below if you haven't done so yet, so you can join the community as we are growing very rapidly here. And I am your one and only daily advocate, as I'm here to look out for you and to help you out in any way possible throughout these videos and these updates every single day. Also, go back and check out any of the other 2,000 plus videos right here on the channel. Share them with your friends, family, social media. And with that being said, Corey, it's all you. Congratulations to the shoutouts in this video. And remember, this list will be updated in the next video as it is changing every single video. All right, Corey, it's all you. Take it away, and I'll see you in the next video.
We're excited to shout out Love Jesus, Amanda, Sissy Philly, Renee Billadou, Sheila Peters, Cheryl Singleton, and Brenda Bernard. Thank you so much for being in the fan club.